Hello and welcome to Rockstar Manager. I'm Dr. K, the management professor, and this episode is about media choices. One of the 4 P's in marketing is promotion, and which medium you use to promote your product is crucial. Think about it. The message you use to communicate a product or service on TikTok is likely not appropriate on LinkedIn. In this episode, we'll discuss how to make the right media selection for your product or service. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down below and also hit the notifications button so you'll see each time I post a new video. Now let's get started. One of the trickiest things in business is to transition the unknown into dollars. In this case, we want to sell a product or service to a particular target market. And the key is to use marketing dollars to convert lookers to customers. Here are the questions to consider aiding in the media decision process. 1. What is our marketing budget? 2. Do we have a timeline or schedule in which we spend the marketing budget? 3. How do we want to communicate to our target market? 4. How big of a reach do we want to make? And 5. How often do we want to communicate? In general, you start with last year's budget and you make adjustments based on what you know. Be sure to take new products into consideration, as well as your competition and how much you want to boost your brand compared to last year. You could also hire an outside firm to keep dibs on advertising dollars spent in a number of industries to get a baseline. There are other things to consider outside of budgets. Advertising agencies often talk about GRP, which stands for Gross Rating Points. This is essentially a simple calculation involving your market reach and the frequency in which you engage your communications. Your reach is defined as the percentage of your target audience that has seen your ad at least once. Similarly, frequency is the average number of times your target audience saw the ad within a set duration or a set time period. To calculate the GRP, you multiply your frequency by your reach. So for example, if your ad reached 50% of your target market an average of 2 times, your ad delivered 100 GRPs. However, if your ad reached 10% of your target market an average of 10 times, your ad delivered 100 GRPs, and that looks very different than the first example. Which is better for you depends on your goal. Do you want a broader reach, or do you want to go deeper with a select target market or target audience? In general, marketers recommend that an ad be seen and processed at least 3 times. You should start to pay attention to how many times you see an ad before you're persuaded to purchase it. Timing is critical, and it's important to strategically schedule your ads. Do you want continuous, occasional, or seasonal? Continuous ads have a regular cadence and can almost be expected. Occasional ads are ads that show up here and there. The benefit with occasional ads is that it's less expensive than a continuous cycle of ads. Seasonal is exactly how it sounds. They are played seasonally. The thing with seasonally doesn't necessarily mean that it's the 4 seasons like summer, spring, winter, and fall. Season could also be during holiday season, graduation season, baseball season, and so forth. The most important thing to remember is to sync your customer's purchasing cycle. For example, you don't want to start selling Christmas trees in May. Now there are the mediums, and there are many of them. There's your traditional TV, which is considered a mass medium. There are more focused audience on cable TV or satellite radio. Other mediums are billboards that you see driving on the highway, magazines, radio, newspapers, and so forth. From there, you focus on your target market. If my market is business, I'm going to hit those segments of the market that I just listed. For example, I'd focus on magazines like Business Week and TV shows that cater to business ideas like Shark Tank. Now, the one obvious medium that we didn't talk about was social media. And I have one episode on this channel dedicated entirely to it, and I'll be sure to put the link in the description. Hopefully you have a better understanding of the different types of media and communication choices to further promote your product or service. If you're interested in learning more about related managerial topics or marketing topics, You can read Cengage's Marketing Management, 5th edition, or find my books, Rockstar Manager from Theory to Practice, Mindset, a research-based approach to understanding motivation, or my latest book, Be Your Best You, the ultimate research-based guide to outstanding leadership. They can be purchased on Amazon and at most major retailers. Thank you for your time. Be your best you and be a rockstar manager.